Comfort feels like a reward, but your body can quietly turn it into a requirement. The chair you choose, the effort you avoid, the stairs you stop taking, even the moments when you decide to stay still can gradually influence your muscles, metabolism, balance, sleep, and energy. The surprising part is that comfort itself isn't the enemy. The problem begins when your body gets too little reason to adapt. In this video, we'll uncover the everyday habits that strengthen your relationship with comfort, what can happen inside your body when convenience replaces movement and challenge, the mistakes that accelerate weakness after 50, and the simple ways to make comfort work for you instead of against you. Stay until the end, because one small daily habit may determine whether comfort remains a choice or slowly becomes a limitation. There is nothing wrong with comfort. A comfortable chair after a long day can help you relax. A good night's sleep can restore your body. Rest after physical effort is necessary. The problem begins when comfort becomes the default answer to every small challenge. Your body is designed to adapt to what you repeatedly ask it to do. When you walk, muscles contract and use energy. When you stand, your legs and core work to keep you balanced. When you carry something, your muscles receive a signal that strength is useful. When you climb stairs, your heart and lungs work harder, and your body learns to handle that demand. But when daily life removes almost every reason to move, your body notices that too. This is especially important after 40, 50, and 60. Aging does not mean you are destined to become weak, stiff, tired, or dependent, but muscle mass, balance, recovery, and cardiovascular fitness can decline when they are not regularly challenged. The good news is that the body remains remarkably responsive. Small amounts of regular activity can provide the signal your body needs. And this brings us to the first hidden effect of excessive comfort. Your muscles can become weaker without you realizing it. Muscle loss is not something that suddenly happens one morning. It can happen gradually. You may stop carrying heavy grocery bags because delivery is easier. You may take the elevator instead of the stairs. You may sit down while doing tasks that you once did standing. Each decision seems insignificant, but muscles respond to demand. When demand decreases for long enough, the body has less reason to maintain the same level of muscle tissue and strength. You might notice this as difficulty getting out of a low chair, climbing stairs, carrying bags, standing for a long time, or getting up from the floor. These changes are often blamed entirely on age, but inactivity can play a major role. The practical fix is surprisingly simple. Give your muscles regular reasons to work. Walk more, stand periodically, carry appropriate objects safely. Practice getting up from a chair. If your doctor has cleared you for resistance exercise, strength training 2 or more days per week can be especially valuable. You don't need to become a bodybuilder. Your goal is to remain capable, and the real surprise comes next. Comfort doesn't only affect your muscles, it can influence the way your body handles blood sugar. Your muscles are one of the major places where glucose or sugar in your blood is used for energy. When muscles contract, they can pull glucose out of the bloodstream. This is one reason movement after meals can be helpful. Now consider what happens when a meal is followed by several hours in a chair. You eat, blood sugar rises, insulin helps move glucose into cells, and your body processes the meal. But if your muscles remain almost completely inactive, you are missing an opportunity to use some of that circulating energy through movement. This does not mean sitting after a meal automatically causes diabetes. It means that regular movement is one useful part of metabolic health. A gentle walk after eating can be an easy habit. Even several minutes of movement around the house can break up long periods of sitting. You could walk through the hallway, tidy the kitchen, climb a few safe steps, or simply stand and move around. The goal isn't punishment after food. It is giving your muscles a reason to participate in processing the energy you just consumed. But there is another form of comfort that deserves attention, always choosing the easiest physical option. Convenience has transformed modern life. Cars take us places, remote controls save us from standing, elevators replace stairs, phones bring entertainment directly into our hands. Many household tasks require less movement than they did decades ago. These conveniences are not bad. They can be extremely useful, particularly for people with pain or mobility limitations. The problem is removing healthy movement when you don't actually need to. Think of your daily life as a collection of tiny opportunities. Walking to another room instead of calling someone, standing while talking on the phone, parking a little farther away when safe, taking stairs when appropriate. doing light household tasks instead of remaining seated. None of these seems like exercise. Together, they can create something important, movement throughout the day. And this matters because one long workout does not completely erase a lifestyle filled with uninterrupted sitting. Exercise is valuable, but frequent movement also matters. Now, here's why this becomes more important after 50. Balance is not simply about your legs. Your brain, eyes, inner ear, joints, and muscles constantly communicate to keep you upright. Every time you walk over a slightly uneven surface, step around an object, turn your head, or change direction, your nervous system practices coordination. When movement becomes very predictable and limited, you may get fewer opportunities to practice these skills. That doesn't mean you should deliberately create dangerous situations. Quite the opposite. Safety comes first. But safe movement can be trained. Walking regularly, changing direction, practicing controlled standing and sitting, and doing appropriate balance exercises can help maintain physical confidence. If you have fallen, feel unsteady, or have a medical condition affecting balance, talk with a healthcare professional or physical therapist before starting new exercises. Because the goal isn't to challenge yourself recklessly. The goal is to preserve independence, and independence is one of the biggest reasons your relationship with comfort matters. Being able to get out of bed, walk to the bathroom, prepare a meal, carry groceries, climb stairs, travel, visit family, and get up from a chair without assistance may seem ordinary today. But ordinary abilities are often the ones worth protecting most. There is also a mental side to comfort that people rarely consider. Your brain learns patterns. When you repeatedly avoid an activity because it feels difficult, your brain can begin to associate that activity with unnecessary effort. The less you do, the less familiar it feels. This can create a cycle. You feel slightly tired, so you sit. Sitting makes movement less appealing. You move less, your fitness decreases, and ordinary activity can begin to feel more tiring. Then you sit even more. Breaking that cycle doesn't require a dramatic transformation. Start below your current limit. Walk for 5 or 10 minutes. Stand for a few minutes, do a few gentle movements, repeat them consistently. Gradually increase what you can comfortably tolerate. This is where many people make a mistake. They wait to feel motivated before becoming active, but motivation is unreliable. Habits are more dependable. You don't need to feel excited about a walk. You only need a small routine that is easy enough to repeat. And comfort has another hidden connection: sleep. It may seem strange because resting is comfortable and sleep is essential, but excessive inactivity during the day can affect your sleep-wake rhythm. Your body benefits from a clear distinction between daytime activity and nighttime rest. Natural light, movement, social activity, and regular schedules help reinforce that rhythm. When the day becomes mostly sitting indoors, followed by long periods of screen time at night, your body may receive fewer signals that it is daytime and fewer opportunities to build healthy sleep pressure. A simple approach is to move during the day, get exposure to natural light when possible, keep a consistent sleep schedule, and avoid turning the bed into an all-day resting place. The goal isn't to eliminate comfort, it is to give comfort the right place in your day. Now let's talk about joints, because this is where an important myth needs to be corrected. A common belief is that if your joints hurt, you should avoid movement as much as possible. The truth is more complicated. Some pain requires medical evaluation, and certain injuries absolutely need protection and rest. But for many chronic joint problems, appropriate movement can help maintain mobility and function. Gentle activity can keep joints moving, strengthen the muscles around them, and help you remain capable. The key word is appropriate. Pushing through severe pain is not a strategy. Ignoring swelling, sudden injury, weakness, or serious symptoms is not wise. Instead, choose movements that match your condition. Walking, gentle range of motion exercises, swimming, cycling, or supervised strength training may be appropriate for many people. Your body should be challenged, not attacked. And here's something else comfort can influence: your appetite and energy habits. When you are bored, tired, or inactive, it becomes easy to confuse the desire for stimulation with hunger. Sitting near food, watching television, scrolling on a phone, and snacking can become linked together. This doesn't mean every snack is emotional eating. Hunger is real, but your environment can influence when and why you eat. A useful habit is to create more structure around meals. Eat at a table when possible. Keep highly tempting snack foods less accessible. Drink water regularly. And after meals, consider a gentle walk instead of immediately settling into a chair. These small environmental changes can reduce mindless eating without requiring extreme dieting. The same principle applies to your brain. Comfort can become mental stagnation when every free moment is filled with passive entertainment. Your brain benefits from learning, conversation, movement, novelty, and meaningful activity. That doesn't mean you need to spend every evening studying. It could mean reading a few pages, learning a skill, talking with a friend, doing a puzzle, gardening, cooking, or exploring a new place. Healthy aging is not simply about preventing disease, it is about maintaining engagement with life. And this is the part almost nobody talks about. Discomfort itself isn't always harmful. There is a difference between harmful pain and healthy effort. Climbing a few stairs can feel difficult. Muscles can feel tired after resistance exercise. Walking at a faster pace can make your breathing increase. Learning something new can feel mentally uncomfortable. These sensations are not automatically signs that you are damaging yourself. Sometimes they are signs that your body is being asked to adapt. The key is knowing your limits. Chest pressure, severe shortness of breath, fainting, sudden neurological symptoms, or unexplained severe pain are not situations where you should simply push through. Those symptoms deserve medical attention. But ordinary effort is different. Healthy challenge can be part of staying strong. Now here's the big mistake that can cancel many of these benefits. Trying to change everything at once. Someone realizes they have been sitting too much and suddenly decides to exercise for an hour every day, completely change their diet, wake up early, eliminate every comfort, and follow an aggressive routine. For a week, they feel motivated. Then soreness appears, fatigue appears, the routine becomes inconvenient. Eventually, they stop. The better approach is smaller. Choose one behavior that you can repeat even on a difficult day. Perhaps you walk for 10 minutes after dinner. Perhaps you stand up every 30 to 60 minutes during the day. Perhaps you practice 5 controlled chair stands. Perhaps you take the stairs once instead of automatically choosing the elevator. Once that habit becomes normal, build from there. Consistency beats intensity when the goal is lifelong health. And there is a bonus tip that can make this much easier. Attach movement to something you already do. After your morning tea, take a short walk. After lunch, stand and move around. During a phone call, walk if it is safe. After dinner, take a gentle stroll. When an existing routine becomes the trigger, you don't have to rely on remembering a completely new task. You simply connect movement to something already happening. Over time, those tiny decisions can change your relationship with comfort. You begin to see a chair differently. It is a place to rest, not a place to remain for 5 hours. You begin to see stairs differently. They are not an enemy, but an opportunity when your body can safely handle them. You begin to see walking differently. It is not just exercise, it is practice for independence. And you begin to understand that aging well is not about avoiding every form of effort. It is about preserving your ability to choose. Choose to walk, choose to stand, choose to carry, choose to explore, choose to rest when rest is needed. That is the healthiest relationship with comfort. Comfort should help you recover, not prevent you from living. Your body does not need perfection. It needs regular signals that movement, strength, balance, and activity still matter. So the next time you feel tempted to choose the easiest option, pause for a moment and ask yourself a simple question. Do I actually need comfort right now, or have I simply become accustomed to it? Sometimes the easy choice is exactly what your body needs, and sometimes the slightly harder choice is the one that protects the person you want to be 5, 10, or 20 years from now. That is the deeper lesson. Small daily habits rarely feel important while you're doing them, but repeated thousands of times, they become your physical life. The walk you take today can support tomorrow's mobility. The strength exercise you practice today can help you rise from a chair years from now. The decision to move after a meal can become part of a healthier routine. The choice to challenge your balance safely can help maintain confidence. The choice to leave the chair and participate in life can protect something more valuable than fitness. It can protect independence. So don't be afraid of comfort. Just don't let comfort make every decision for you. Rest when you need to rest. Recover when your body needs recovery. Enjoy your chair, your bed, your quiet evening, and the simple pleasures of life. But keep giving your body reasons to move, because the goal isn't to make life harder. The goal is to make sure you remain capable of enjoying the life you have worked so hard to build. And if you start with just one change today, make it small enough that you can repeat it tomorrow. What is one comfort habit you think you could change? Sitting less, walking more, taking the stairs, or moving after meals? Share it in the comments, because your answer may give someone else an idea they can start today. And if this video helped you understand your body in a different way, like the video, subscribe for more simple, science-based health guidance, and watch the next video for another powerful habit that can help you stay stronger, healthier, and more independent as you age.